Greetings, horror fans, you're tuned into the best YouTube channel. Today, we're diving into the darkest corners of the silver screen to introduce the top 10 most spine-chilling clowns in horror cinema. Ready to meet the creepiest clowns in horror cinema? Buckle up. At number 10, we have the terrifying trio of clowns from the 1989 movie Clown House. These aren't your typical slapstick jesters. They're escaped mental patients who've donned the garb of circus performers to become the stuff of nightmares. The Clown House clowns are particularly unsettling because they embody the fear many of us have of clowns. Their painted smiles and exaggerated expressions hiding a more sinister intent. In the movie, they stalk three young brothers in their isolated rural home, turning an innocent childhood fear into a very real and dangerous threat. It's this blend of reality and nightmare that makes these clowns so terrifying. Their presence is subtle, their terror lingering, and their actions horrifying. These clowns have earned their spot at number 10 because they're not just scary, they're intruders, invaders of the home and the mind. They represent the very essence of what makes a horror movie clown so chilling to begin with. So, Clown House clowns open our creepy countdown. Coming in at number 9 is Stitches from the 2012 horror comedy Stitches. This clown, with his grotesque makeup and wicked sense of humor, is a character that you won't easily forget. Stitches' character is intriguing. He's not just a scaremonger, but a clown with a backstory that adds depth to his role. His iconic scenes, filled with dark humor and terrifying antics, are etched in the minds of horror fans. One scene that stands out is his shocking resurrection at a teenager's birthday party, a scene that perfectly encapsulates the blend of comedy and horror that makes Stitches so unique. His ability to induce both laughter and terror is why he holds the 9th spot on our list. He's a clown that doesn't just scare but also entertains, making him a memorable character in the realm of horror films. Stitches, a perfect blend of comedy and horror, takes the 9th spot. At number 8 we have Art the Clown from Terrifier. Art, with his black and white makeup, is a silent horror whose terrifying presence is all the more chilling for his lack of voice. He's not the type to crack jokes or pull pranks. Instead, he lets his brutal actions speak louder than words ever could. In the 2016 film Terrifier, Art the Clown truly lives up to his name, terrifying his victims with a grim sense of humor that's devoid of any laughter. His antics, ranging from the grotesque to the downright sadistic, are enough to make even the most hardened horror fans squirm. And it's not just his actions that are horrifying, it's also his unnerving presence that makes your skin crawl. Art's horrifying antics and silent but deadly demeanor are what make him such a standout amongst horror clowns, so it's no surprise that he takes the 8th spot on our list. Art the Clown, a silent but deadly clown, holds our 8th spot. Twisty the Clown from American Horror Story takes the 7th place. A character so demented and gruesome, his very presence on screen was enough to send a shiver down your spine. Twisty, a former circus performer turned deranged killer, was a unique blend of tragedy and terror. His horrifying appearance, complete with a disfigured face hidden behind a crude prosthetic mask, was enough to freeze your blood. But it wasn't just his looks that were terrifying. His violent acts, devoid of any shred of humanity, struck fear in the hearts of viewers every time he appeared on screen. Despite his terrifying persona, Twisty's backstory had a certain tragic element to it, making him a character you couldn't simply categorize as evil. It was this complexity that made Twisty stand out among his peers. Twisty the Clown, a character that gave us chills, is our number 7. The 6th place goes to the clown from Poltergeist. This malevolent marionette, a staple of the horror genre, hails from the haunting 1982 classic Poltergeist. It's not the lead villain, but it's etched into our memories for the sheer terror it evoked. The clown's haunting presence and eerie grin, coupled with its uncanny ability to embody a child's worst nightmare, are what make it truly horrifying. One of the most iconic scenes involves the clown suddenly coming to life, its arms stretching out in a terrifying manner to pull the young boy Robbie under the bed. This scene alone is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine, even decades later. What places the clown from Poltergeist at number 6? It's a combination of its lasting impact, its unforgettable scenes, and the way it taps into universal fears. The Poltergeist clown isn't just a horror character, it's a symbol of childhood fears brought to life. The Poltergeist clown, a classic horror icon, is our 6th spot. Halfway through our list at number 5 we have Killjoy, from the movie Killjoy. This supernatural clown character is not your typical fun circus clown, oh no. Instead, he's a demon who is summoned to assist revenge plots, but often ends up killing everyone in his path, making him one of the most terrifying clowns in horror cinema. Killjoy's character design is clever and creepy, with his face painted in a grotesque mockery of a jester, topped with a colorful afro wig. His maniacal laughter and his ability to trap his victims in his own dimension only add to his terror. One of his most iconic scenes is when he appears in a puff of smoke, his chilling laughter echoing in the background. It's a scene that's sure to send shivers down your spine. And why does he hold the 5th spot? Well, his sheer brutality, his terrifying appearance, and his insatiable appetite for chaos make him a clown you wouldn't want to encounter in a dark alley. Killjoy, a clown not to mess with, takes the 5th spot. At number 4, we have Captain Spaulding from House of 1000 Corpses. This character, portrayed by the late Sid Haig, is not your typical clown. He's the proprietor of a roadside attraction called the Museum of Monsters and Amp Madmen, and he's as deranged as they come. With his ghoulish makeup, patriotic outfit, and sinister grin, Captain Spaulding is a figure that's hard to forget. His scenes are a perfect blend of horror and dark humor, with a twisted sense of amusement that only adds to his terror. From his chilling monologues about the nature of evil to his violent tendencies, Captain Spaulding is a character that embodies the worst nightmares of many. His unforgettable performance makes him a standout among horror clowns, and it's a testament to Haig's talent that Captain Spaulding is still talked about 2 decades after his debut. Captain Spaulding, a truly deranged clown, holds our 4th spot. With his unique blend of humor and horror, he's a character that leaves a lasting impression long after the credits roll. Taking the 3rd spot, we have Pennywise from the IT series. This iconic horror clown, portrayed by Tim Curry in the 1990 adaptation of Stephen King's novel, is not your ordinary circus jester. Pennywise is a shape-shifting entity from another dimension, preying on the fears of the children in the small town of Derry. His favorite form, a grinning clown with fiery red hair and a chilling laugh that echoes in the nightmares of many. What makes Pennywise stand out in the horror clown pantheon is his ability to embody the very essence of fear. He's not just a clown, he's the manifestation of all that terrifies you. His scenes, from the haunting sewer encounter to the eerie balloon-filled library, are etched in our collective memory, making him one of the most unforgettable horror clowns of all time. Pennywise's enduring influence, coupled with Tim Curry's unforgettable performance, secures his spot at number 3. Pennywise, the clown that haunted our dreams, takes the 3rd spot. At number 2, we have the Joker from The Dark Knight. This character, portrayed by the late and great Heath Ledger, is a masterclass in horror, mayhem, and unpredictability. Joker isn't your usual clown, he's a psychopathic, mass-murdering, schizophrenic clown with zero empathy. He's the personification of anarchy, a chaotic force that wants to see the world burn for his amusement. His terrifying antics and the pure chaos he brings to Gotham City are what sets him apart from other horror clowns. The Joker doesn't just terrorize with physical violence, he instills fear through psychological warfare, pushing his victims to the brink of sanity. But what truly makes the Joker so terrifying is his unpredictability. You never know what he's going to do next, what scheme he's hatched, or who his next victim might be. It's this unpredictability, coupled with his menacing laughter and chilling demeanor, that makes him such a horrifying figure. The Joker, chaos and madness personified, is our runner-up. And at the top of our list at number 1, we have Pennywise from the 2017 remake of IT. A character that embodies sheer terror, Pennywise is not your everyday clown. His menacing demeanor and bone-chilling laugh are the stuff nightmares are made of. B-roll. Show a clip of Pennywise lurking in the shadows. B-roll. Cut to a shot of Pennywise with his sharp teeth and sinister smile. Brought to life by the exceptional acting of Bill Skarsgård, Pennywise is a shape-shifting entity that exploits the fears and phobias of its prey to disguise itself while hunting its victims. The reason why Pennywise secures the top spot on our list is the sheer terror he instills. His scenes are a masterclass in horror, combining psychological fear with grotesque visuals that remain etched in your memory. B-roll. Show a montage of Pennywise's most terrifying moments. B-roll. Cut to a shot of Pennywise emerging from a sewer drain. But what truly makes Pennywise stand out is the character's complexity. He's not just a monster but a manifestation of our deepest, darkest fears, making him that much more terrifying. Pennywise the Dancing Clown reigns supreme in our countdown. And there you have it, the top 10 clowns in horror movies. From the clown house to the recent Pennywise, we've journeyed through the chilling smiles and haunting laughs. Thanks for watching The Best. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you won't miss our next video. Until then, keep the lights on.